Sophia, what's your favorite day of the week?
Oh, that's easy. Saturday.
Really? Not Sunday?
Nope. Saturday is when I have the most freedom. No work, no pressure.
That's true. What do you usually do on Saturday?
I sleep in, drink lots of coffee, maybe go shopping or hang out with friends.
Nice. I'm more of a Sunday person
Why Sunday?
because I can relax without feeling guilty. Saturday feels like I should be productive.
Oh my god, I know that feeling. Like, I should clean my apartment or I should go to the gym.
Exactly. But Sunday, I give myself permission to do nothing.
I love that. So, what do you actually do on Sundays?
Sleep late, watch movies, cook a big dinner. It's perfect.
See, that sounds amazing. And you know what? Our listeners probably have their own weekend routines too.
Right, but can they describe them in English?
That's what we're doing today. We're teaching you how to talk about your weekend
Saturday and Sunday from morning to night.
using simple, natural sentences that you can use right away.
Let's do it.
Okay, so talking about your weekend is super important.
Why? Because it's the most common small talk topic.
Right, when you meet someone on Monday, they ask, "How was your weekend?"
Or on Friday, they say, any plans for the weekend?
If you can't answer these questions, you miss out on conversations.
So today, we're giving you all the vocabulary and phrases you need.
We'll go through a typical American weekend hour by hour.
Saturday morning, afternoon, and evening, then Sunday.
And you can take these phrases and adapt them to your own life.
Whether you're busy or relaxing, social or staying home.
You'll be able to describe it all in English.
Ready to learn?
Let's start with Saturday morning.
All right, Saturday morning. This is when the weekend really starts.
First thing, waking up. Most people sleep in on Saturday.
Sleep in means wake up later than usual.
So you can say, "I sleep in on Saturdays," or "I slept in until 10 a.m."
Much better than waking up at 6 a.m. for work.
After you wake up, what's next?
For me, coffee. I make coffee or I have coffee.
Americans love their coffee on weekend mornings.
You can also say, I drink coffee in bed or I enjoy my coffee on the porch.
Next up, breakfast. I eat breakfast, or I make breakfast.
Common Saturday breakfasts. Pancakes, eggs, toast, cereal.
You can say, "I make pancakes," or "I have eggs and toast."
Or if you go out, I go to a cafe for breakfast or I get brunch with friends.
Brunch is a mix of breakfast and lunch, usually between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Very popular on weekends.
After breakfast, what do people do?
A lot of people check their phone or watch TV.
I scroll through social media, or I check my messages.
I watch the news or I watch YouTube videos.
And then, getting ready for the day.
I take a shower or I get dressed.
I brush my teeth, or I do my hair.
Simple stuff, but important to know how to say.
By late morning, you're ready to start your activities.
Saturday afternoon is when people get stuff done or have fun.
Let's start with errands. Errands are small tasks you need to do.
Like going to the store or the bank.
Most common, I go grocery shopping, or I buy groceries.
I go to the supermarket or I shop for food.
You can also say, "I run errands." That means you do several tasks.
Other errands, I go to the post office or I pick up dry cleaning.
I get gas for my car, or I go to the pharmacy.
After errands, it's time for fun activities.
Hobbies. What do you like to do on Saturday afternoon?
Some people exercise, I go to the gym or I go for a run.
I take a yoga class, or I ride my bike.
Other people prefer relaxing hobbies.
I read a book, or I work in my garden.
I practice my hobby. Could be painting, cooking, playing music.
You can also do social activities.
I meet friends for lunch or I hang out with my family.
Hang out is a great casual phrase. It means spend time together.
I visit my parents or I go to a friend's house.
And outdoor activities.
I go to the park or I take a walk.
I have a picnic, or I play sports with friends.
So many options for Saturday afternoon.
Now, Saturday evening. This is prime social time.
A lot of Americans go out on Saturday nights.
I go out with friends, or I meet up with people.
Meet up means arrange to see someone.
You might say, "I go to a restaurant," or "I have dinner at a friend's place."
I go to a movie or I see a concert.
I go to a bar, or I hang out downtown.
But not everyone goes out. Some people stay home.
I stay in means you don't go out.
I have a quiet night at home or I relax on the couch.
What do you do at home on Saturday night?
I watch a movie or I binge watch a TV show.
Binge watch means watch many episodes in a row.
I order takeout or I get pizza delivered.
I cook dinner at home or I make a special meal.
After dinner, more relaxing.
I play video games or I listen to music.
I call my family or I video chat with friends.
And eventually, I get ready for bed or I wind down.
Wind down means slowly relax before sleep.
I go to bed late on Saturdays because you can sleep in Sunday.
Okay, now Sunday. This day has a different vibe.
Yeah, Sunday is more relaxed, less rushing around.
Sunday morning starts the same way. I sleep in.
Maybe even later than Saturday. I sleep in until noon sometimes.
After waking up, I make coffee or I have a slow morning.
A slow morning means you take your time, no hurry.
Sunday breakfast is special.
I make a big breakfast or I go to brunch.
Americans love Sunday brunch. It's a whole tradition.
I go to brunch with family or I meet friends for brunch.
After brunch, Sunday activities are usually chill.
Chill means relaxed and casual.
Some people go to church. I go to church on Sunday morning.
Others do light activities.
I read the newspaper or I catch up on things.
Catch up means get updated on things you missed.
I do laundry or I clean my apartment.
Sunday is a good day for light chores.
I organize my things or I tidy up.
But nothing too intense. Sunday is for rest.
I take a nap is very common on Sunday afternoon.
Yes, I nap on the couch or I rest for an hour.
Sunday evening is when reality sets in.
Yeah, you start thinking about Monday.
This is when people prepare for the week.
So you can say, I get ready for the week or I prepare for Monday.
Common activities, I do meal prep.
Meal prep means cooking food for the whole week.
I pack my lunch for tomorrow or I prepare my meals.
You might also, I lay out my clothes for Monday.
I check my calendar or I review my schedule.
I make a to-do list or I plan my week.
Some people work on Sunday evening. I catch up on work or I answer emails.
But hopefully not too much work.
For dinner, I cook something simple or I have leftovers.
Leftovers are food from yesterday that you eat today.
After dinner, it's time to relax before bed.
I watch TV or I read before bed.
I take a shower or I get ready for bed early.
I go to bed early on Sunday because you need to wake up early Monday.
The weekend is over, but you're ready for the week.
Okay, let's recap everything we learned.
All right, Saturday morning. I sleep in, I make coffee, I have breakfast.
Saturday afternoon, I run errands, I go grocery shopping, I do my hobbies.
Saturday evening, I go out with friends or I stay in and watch movies.
Sunday morning, I sleep late, I have brunch, I relax.
Sunday afternoon, I do laundry, I take a nap, I catch up on things.
Sunday evening, I prepare for the week, I do meal prep, I go to bed early.
Now you know how to describe your whole weekend.
And here's what I want you to do. Describe your weekend in the comments.
Use the phrases we taught you today.
Tell us, what did you do last Saturday? What about Sunday?
Did you go out, stay home, do errands, have fun?
We want to hear your stories.
And if you're not sure how to say something, just ask. We'll help you.
This is great practice for you.
Because talking about your weekend is one of the most useful skills in English.
You'll use these phrases every single week.
All right, that's it for today.
We just covered a complete American weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
From sleeping in to meal prepping.
The most important thing, start using these phrases right away.
Next time someone asks, "How was your weekend?" you'll know exactly what to say.
Practice makes perfect.
And remember, everyone's weekend is different.
Some people are super active, some people just relax.
There's no right or wrong way to spend your weekend.
Just describe what you do using these simple sentences.
If you loved this episode, hit that subscribe button.
We have new lessons every week on practical English for everyday life.
Next episode, we're doing something really fun with American slang.
You won't want to miss it.
Until then, enjoy your weekend.
And tell us about it in English.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.